Hey guys, it is me, and yeah, okay. I am going to begin again my Death Note um review read thingy type whatever. Okay, so I have all 13 books. The It's 1 through 12 for the manga volumes, and then there's a Death Note How to Read, which is 13, and it tells you everything about the characters. It gives you a character card. It gives you all this neat stuff, and it's really cool. And then it comes with a how to use it booklet, and then it comes with your very own Death Note. And I got it for $100 at Barnes and Nobles, which honestly I thought was a good deal, so I bought it because, like, okay, let me do the math. One manga at Barnes and Nobles in the U.S. is $7.49. So $7.49 times 13. It's $97.37. So you pretty much get a good deal because you also get this really cool box. I love this box. It's like awesome. It says Death Note, the complete box set, and then it has like Shonen Jump and everything, and then it has characters on it and stuff, and it's really cool. And then on this side it has Ryuk and Light, which I love. I think this picture of Light is awesome. But yeah. And it comes with like your own Death Note, and it comes with like a how to read and all that stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. So let me just move my feet. Okay. So this is what the inside of the box looks like. You can like sit it on a table or whatever. And it has 1 through 12, and then it has 13, which is like how to read and stuff. And it has L and Light on the cover, and it's really cool. It's like an ultimate fan guide, like that. And so that's what's inside the box, and then I will go individually one by one and all that jazz. So first book is Titan. So yeah. Okay. So on the first one it has Light and Ryuk, and on the back it has Light and Ryuk again. And so we're gonna get started. Okay. So Light's in class because he's bored, and in the realm of the Shinigami, Ryuk is like, I'm bored. And then he's like, okay, wait, I dropped my Death Note. So he goes in this portal, and he goes into the human realm, and it says, this single notebook dropped into the human world by a Shinigami sets off I can't read today. Sets off an all-out battle between two chosen people. So the two chosen people, again with my toilet. What the hell is wrong with it? Okay. So the battle is technically going to be between Ryuk and Light. Oh, before I start this video, there are many spoilers, and there will be for the next like 13 videos. So yeah, okay. Okay, so Light's 17, and he finds this notebook, and he takes it home, and he reads it, and it is called the Notebook of Death. And then he reads like all of the instructions and stuff, and it says, write their name and they die, how stupid. Yeah. Then his mommy gets home, and he goes in his room and he locks the door, and then he picks up the Death Note, and then Ryuk shows up, and he's like, you seem to like it, and he's like, what are you? Like, what are you? What are you doing here? I don't know what you are. Get out of my room. And he's like, a Shinigami? And he's like, a death god. I'm surprised to see you, Ryuk. Wait, did he, like, say his name? I don't understand. Wait. Okay, Ryuk the Shinigami. Okay, good. Because I was like, how the hell do you know his name? Okay. So, he looks in the book, and he finds all the names, and then he tells him how, this is what he says. He says, since you've used what was my notebook, you're the only one who can see me. Nobody else can hear me either, of course. The Death Note is a bond between Light, the human, and Ryuk, the Shinigami. I don't know why he talks about himself in third person. That's creepy. And then he says, well, Light says, so there really is no price to pay for using the Death Note. And then Ryuk explains to him how, like, don't think that any human who's used the Death Note can go to heaven or hell. Like, that's all, pretty much. It says, but there is terror and torment that only humans have used. It will experience, and when you die, I will be the one writing your name down. So, pretty much, you know that if Light dies at the end of the series, it's going to be because Ryuk wrote his name in the Death Note. So, that gives you like a 50% spoiler that Light's going to die at the end. Stupid. But I still love it. Okay. So he explains about the Death Note and everything and where he's come from and like how it works and everything. And if you watch Death Note, you pretty much know, or if you read Death Note, you pretty much know how a Death Note works. You write someone's name in it, 40 seconds later they die of a heart attack. Unless you write some, like, a cause of death, then they die that way. But if you don't write anything, you could just write a name, they simply die of a heart attack. So they talk about the notebook and everything, and then, like, Light says, he thinks to himself, he says, if, like, I got this book for a reason, so, like, if God wanted me to have this book, I don't know why this bitch is so religious, but he's like, if God gave me this book, then obviously there's something I should do about it. So then he's like, I will rid the world of evil. So, like, I'm getting way too out of it, okay. So, he sees how, like, women get raped and stuff and stalked and everything, and it's disgusting. And then so Light goes into a bookstore and he's just pretending to look in a book, but he's actually writing their names down. He's and they're on like motorbikes and everything, the people that are trying to pick up this chick. And then so he writes their name and then he writes traffic accident. So 40 seconds later, they this, like, the girl starts running away, and then this guy drives out into the street on the bike, and then all of a sudden, this semi. Oh my gosh! No way! Hold on. Oh my gosh, girl. Okay. Ugh. No way! Oh my gosh! Ooh. Aww. Aw, I feel terrible. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So then she dies of a traffic accident because Light wrote in the notebook that this dude dies of a traffic accident. So the rest of the guys end up dying in a traffic accident because that's how he wrote them to die. She's like, I killed 2 people. Me. What do I do? Get rid of this evil thing? No, I was actually doing a service killing him. But what about the second guy? That wasn't worth the death penalty he did. Then he says, this is what I've been thinking all along. The world is a rotten mess. It needs to be cleaned up, and this book can do it. And then he starts cooking now, and then he's like, no, I have the guts to change the world. So he starts singing Change the World from that Inuyasha theme. So, and then, okay. So then he sees Ryuk again, and then he tells him his plan. How he's gonna reign over the world and stuff. Okay, so look at this innocent doll face. Do you see that face right there? Yeah, that's the face that kills millions of people all over the world. By the end of the series. Isn't that sweet? Okay. So Ryuk's like, ooh, humans are interesting. No shit. Okay, so then you see this guy sitting on the floor, and at this point you don't know who he is if you've never heard of the anime, but if you have read it already and stuff, you know it's out. Lolliot. Oh, okay. In my beautiful box set here, in my how to read, it came with a character card. Guess who I got? I thought I was gonna get Misa, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I can't get Misa. That's okay. Because I got Lolliot. I got my L Lolliot. Look how gorgeous he is! Oh my gosh! Look at that! I have like the biggest crush ever on L. He's like sexy in like a mysterious way. Like, ugh! Oh my gosh! He's beautiful. Yeah. True name card, L. So yeah, in every how to read, you get a true name card, and you don't know who it is until you open it. So yeah. Honestly, okay, like I know I'm off topic right now, but like if I were to get like I'm not on the first book right now, but like if I were to pick like my top 5 people that I would have to get in character card, my first obviously would be L. My second would be Mello because he's hot as hell. Oh my gosh, he does things to me. My next one would be Max, and then my next one would be Nerd, and then my next one, well, I know everyone else's name. I guess I want to get Wakari, because Wakari's pretty cool. But yeah, okay. That box is heavy. Okay. Ugh. So then, like, daily, he watches the news and stuff, and he sees how, like, people are rotten and stuff, and then he writes their names in a book, and then Ryuk's like, oh, you're pretty dedicated to this. So then his dad works for, like, the Japanese, FBI and stuff, so he starts thinking, like, wow, all these bad guys are just randomly dying, like, what's going on? Can you shut up, Toilet? Okay. And so then this guy named Lind L. Taylor comes on the TV, and then he's like, this is great. It's exactly the way I planned. I'm gonna kill this guy. And then so he writes his name down, and okay, well, the reason why the reason why Light wrote Lin's name in the book is because he was saying that what he was doing was evil. So he was like, no, it's not. I'm righteous. Like, no. Like, what are you talking about? So he writes his name down because he gets pissed, and then he has a heart attack, and then he goes into, like, a crazy fit of laughter, and I was like, you are crazy, boy. You are crazy. And then, so, like, while that broadcast is going on in TV, L is broadcasting on a computer, and then it says, but I, L, in fact, do not exist. Oh, wait. it says, but I, L, do in fact exist. So come on, kill me if you can. And then, what's his face? Light is like, that's a joke. So everyone in like the Times Square of Japan is like, it's Kira versus Al. And then L's like, Kira. And then, okay. So then Light says L, and then L says Kira, and then at the same time they say, I'm going to find and dispose of you if it's the last thing I do, and then they both say I'm, and then they both say righteous. And then L's like, between me again, Kira. And then he's like, bitch, please. And then Ryuk's like going crazy, and he's like, humans are a riot. Whatever. So I'm like halfway through the book. Alrighty, right. So then they're back in the Shinigami realm, and well, they show a picture of the Shinigami world talking, and like Shinigami are talking about Ryuk and like how he lost his Death Note and how he's so immature and stupid. And oh my gosh, like okay, so right now I'm looking at L in a polo, not L, Light in a polo with a throw-on tight black sweater, and he looks gay. I have nothing against gays. I love gays. Oh my gosh, like. Do you know how much I would love to have a gay best friend? Like, that would be so awesome. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would kill to have a gay best friend. That would be awesome. Yeah. But he looks super cute. I'm serious. He has a black screen. He looks hot as fuck. So then he pulls out a porn magazine. Then he pulls out the Death Note. And then, his sister comes in, and he's like, ta-da, quadratic functions, and then she's like, bitch, give me homework for me. And then he's like, bitch, get the fuck out. Okay, why is my Facebook going off like crazy? I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, that's Alana. Okay, sorry. So then, she finds his porn magazines, and it's really funny. Anyway, okay. So then Al is out in well, he's not out in public, but he's looking out his window at the public and stuff. And he's like, he sees, like, Al versus Kira and stuff, and he's like, I'm righteous, like, I'm gonna win, and stuff like that. And then, so they go back to the Japanese FBI, and they're talking about how, like, they need to catch the killer and stuff because they know someone's going around and killing people. Okay. So then they go back to L. Oh, wait, no, they go back to Light, my bad. And they're, like, in this abandoned building, and they're talking about how, like, if he blows it and stuff, like, how he can get, like, killed and whatever. And he's like, whoever touches the Death Note can see you, right? That's a problem. And then, he's like, my sister would have a heart attack from seeing your face. And then Ryuk's like, oh, well, I'm not offended. And that part's funny. That's pretty much all that happens in this one. And everyone in the special investigation headquarters for something, everyone is resigning. And then Amage is like Mr. Amage is like, why are you guys quitting? Like, you can't do this. And he's like, we're requesting a transfer. Kira could get us at any time. We have families. Like, we can't deal with your shit. So then he's pissed and everything. And then, okay, so the way that Light hides his Death Note is that he puts it in a door that requires to open with a key. And so even if they open the door, you see a diary. So, but, like, he takes apart a pen, and, like, there's the pen shaft or whatever, like, where the ink is and everything. And there's a hole at the bottom of the desk, and he puts the pen in the hole and pushes up, and it's, like, It's like a decoy, and like when he pushes it up, like this board comes up and the Death Note is in there, and it's really cool and stuff. So yeah. His name is Soichiro Amage, and then there's Saikicho Amage, and then there's Light Amage, and then there's Sayu Amage. It's Yagami, I know, but I think it's funnier backwards because it's Amage. I mean, come on, that's funny. Private Academy. Hmm. And then, so L's looking through their family profiles and stuff, and he's like, Light is Kira, I'm sure of it. And then, like, he's looking, like, you see close up of L's eye, and you see light in his eye, like, actual light, and it's really funny, because it's just, like, this big eyeball on the page, and then you see light, and the chapter's called Eyeballs. Come on, that's funny. So he's in school, he's in a prep academy, and, like, you see, and, like, Ryuk follows him everywhere. Apparently, it's Christmas time in Japan. And then Ryuk tells him how he's neither on his side or L's side in this whole situation. And he's like, you're being followed. So he turns around and sure enough, there's this creepy guy behind him. So he just goes home. And then he explains to him. I'm gonna have to read all this because it's like a big part of like whatever thing. So he explains to him. He says, there are two big differences between Shinigami and humans who have a Death Note. Do you know why Shinigami write people's names in those notebooks? And then he's like, how would I know? You're a really talkative mood today, Ryu. And he's like, it's because Shinigami get extra life from humans. So let's say you have, like, let's say you have someone whose natural lifetime in the human world is 60 years. If a Shinigami writes them to die at 40, 60 minus 40 is 20. So those 20 years of human world time get added to the Shinigami's lifespan. So, like, if the human's average was, like, 80 and they wrote you to die at 20, you would, like, 60 years would get added to a Shinigami's lifespan. So there you go. And then Ryuk gets all up in his face, and then he's like he gets all up in his face, and he's like, back off. And then he's like, he explained what Shinigami eyes are, and like pretty much what they are is that when you look at someone, um, if you see their name and their lifespan that they have left, but there's a price because like say I don't know. Like, okay, I'm 12. If I live to be... No, whatever. Okay, I'm 12. I don't know what age I'll live up to, but if I make a deal with the Shinigami to get Shinigami eyes, my lifespan will be cut in half. So, if I was planned to die at 60, I would die at 30. You got it? Okay. I know you people are good at math. And then lifespan is 9.3. Let me use a stupid calculator so I know like how many thousands and stuff. Okay, it's okay. Okay, 93312 639. So 93,312,639. I don't know if that's minutes, hours, days, seconds. So So he knows exactly how many years that Light has left, which is not a lot. So he just keeps talking about like the deal like in like how he has like he's debating pretty much whether he wants to give up half his life, but he doesn't. So then they just keep talking about, they just keep talking about the Death Note and stuff, and then they go to the investigation bureau, and then they see a picture of a guy that committed suicide. It says, okay, it says this guy cut his finger and drew a big circle on the wall of his cell in his own blood with a 5-pointed star inside the circle, so I think it's like a pentagram or something. I don't know, but I think it has to do with like the devil or something, I don't know. It says he left a note. I don't know what exactly to call it really. It was a suicide note. It said, Lord have mercy. Do what I can. I'll either be hanged or you know it, killed by Kira. I know about him. He's going to get me. So he pretty much killed himself. So we get introduced to Watari. Well, like we don't see his face, but we know his name. And so now they go back to this. They go back to Light and how he's still writing names and stuff, and he calls this chick for a date, and then you see this guy get on the bus, this weird guy, and then he pulls a gun, and he says, call Spaceland, or like what this place, and he's like, take all the money you made yesterday and bring it to Yuihama bus stop. That's 2 stops before Spaceland, before this bus gets there. I want a woman delivering the money by car and nobody else. You try to be smart with me or call the cops, I will kill every passenger on this bus who bought that, and then he hangs the phone up. And then he writes this bitch a letter, and then it says, don't worry, Yuri. Yuri. You wouldn't get it even if I explained it to you. No, it's not Yuri the one though, even though it's hot as fuck. And no, it's not Yuri like girl on girl. It's a private joke between me and my friend, and it's really funny. Okay, it says, don't worry, Yuri. Oh, that rhymes. It'll be okay. I'm going to look for a chance to grab the guy's arm and pin it down so he can't use the gun. My dad's a detective and he taught me what to do in emergencies like this. The guy's pretty small and weak looking. I'm sorry to no stranger. So then there's this guy behind, and he's like, don't, it's too dangerous, let me take care of it. And then, he shows, the guy that's behind Light, on the bus, shows him how he's from the NPA and stuff. His name is Ray Penberg, that's a weird name. And then he drops the note that he wrote to the girl because he put it in his pocket, and it fell out of his pocket. And he goes to pick it up, and the guy with the gun, like, aims at him. And then he's, like, trying to be smart. Oh, wait. And then, okay. So he writes, a place on it. He wrote, Minami Park bus stop, 1127 Spaceland bus stop. So, oh, I guess that's when he dies. Whatever. The paper is from the Death Note, so when he picks it up, he can see Ryuk. So he goes, so he sees Ryuk in the back, and he's like, you're a monster, like, where, like, I don't know who you are, or whatever, and then, so he starts shooting at it, and then he's like, I can't die, you, like, I can't die, you can't kill me, like, I'm a Shinigami, you can't kill me, and then he's like, ah, and he's like, I'm always hovering behind you, anyone who touches the Death Note can see me, and you shoot me, they go through the head or anything, a Shinigami won't die. All that stuff I told Light. So pretty much you can't kill a Shinigami. So he runs out into the street, falls onto the ground because he tripped, and then gets run over by a damn car. Yep. He gets run over by a damn car. So yeah, that's pretty much how it ends. And he just explains like how he wrote the date down and stuff, and it happened like at the exact time and stuff, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, that was the first volume, and I'll get better with reading in time over time. But yeah, that was the first volume. So yeah, bye.